Welcome back to Robert Loyale, where I show you the ins and outs of graphic design as it pertains to t-shirts, logos, and GIF animations. Today, I want to show you guys how to put another photo into a t-shirt. Now, this t-shirt style is a very easy way of making money as a photographer. And actually, I showed you guys a month ago how to make this t-shirt the same way that H&M, Forever 21, and American Eagle would. However, this time I'm doing it in my own authentic style. So with this idea of putting photographs on a t-shirt, this can help you make a lot of merch as a photographer. So you guys, if you like this one, give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, you just kind of stumbled upon this, go ahead and subscribe to me. I do this all the time. And if you have any questions, leave it in the comment section below. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this tutorial. Okay, so now that we're in Photoshop, there's a few things that I need to do. So I want to first bring in the picture and lock this down into my artboard. So I have the picture right here. I just need to bring it out and just kind of drag and drop it in like so. The first thing I want to do is just fill this canvas, and I want to just kind of drag all of this out and just put this at the bottom. So I want to move this down to the bottom. It'll snap when it gets there. So the first thing I want to do is just go ahead and select this out with the rectangular tool. I'm just gonna grab a small portion of this, like maybe this much. And then I'm gonna go to edit, content aware scale, and just kind of drag this up. And I think that looks good. I think I like the way this is looking right now. So now that I have this together, I just want to go ahead and turn this into a grayscale. So the best way to do this is just to go here into your adjustments and just go to vibrance, knock down the saturation, and you can bring up the vibrance if you want, but I just feel like you get a better bang for your buck if you just take your vibrance down that way. And then what I like to do following this is just go into the brightness and contrast and bump up the contrast. Now that we have this, I want to move into Illustrator and build out my text. And the reason why I don't do it in Photoshop is because Photoshop builds rasters, and I want to be able to scale my text in a way that looks pretty good. So instead of me doing it in Photoshop, I'll do it in Illustrator, which builds vectors. So essentially what I want to do is go ahead and take all of these, Command G them together and make it into a group. And I'm going to go ahead and Command J this group to make a copy. And then I'm going to go ahead and right click this and turn it into a smart object. I'll move that smart layer object over here into Illustrator and drop it in. And now that I got this in Illustrator, I just want to go ahead and bring in some rulers real quick. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a new layer, and in layer 2 I'm gonna bring in my rulers and just kind of move those in. And the text that I'm using today is called Amatic. It's pretty cool. I just feel like it gives you everything that you need, especially when you're doing a design like this. All you need to do is just go ahead and download it from the website that I provided. I'll put the links in the description below if you don't have it already installed on your computer. But this is a very awesome text. I really like using this type of text. It gives you that handwritten kind of feel, but not really. And you can do a lot of amazing stuff with it. So definitely check that out. But now that we have this, let's go ahead and use our type tool to type out our actual message. So here's the message that I want to bring out to you guys. Live life like there's no tomorrow. I think I want to middle align it. I want to just go ahead and create some hierarchy with this real quick. And the way that I would do that is just make this smaller and then make no tomorrow kind of bigger. So there's a few brush strokes that I want to make in this design or whatnot. So now that I have this laid out the way that I want it, I'm just going to take my brush and I'm just going to go ahead and make this mark right here. Phew, and that took a while. So now I want to go ahead and make a brush stroke right here and one right here so I can put my 1989. And then I kind of want to still play around with the hierarchy on this, and that will be it as far as Illustrator goes. So what I need to do is just go ahead and turn my brush into a texture brush. So what I'm going to do is move into my brush panel and then make a new brush, make a calligraphic brush, and then hit OK. I want to go down here to size, bring it up to about 18, turn it into a pressured brush, and then make the variation 9, and then hit OK. And now that I got that stroke, I just want to go ahead and copy that over to the other side like this, and then transform it, reflect, and then kind of make it into a vertical reflection so it comes out like this. And then I can add my 1989 in. Now just for one final character, I just want to go ahead and make this straight line right here and just put it into my circles. Like I said, this is kind of like my signature. And that's looking great right there. So now that I have all of this together, all I really needed to do was build out just this portion right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put all of this into one layer, hold command and copy this, and then bring it back into Photoshop. So now that I'm back in Photoshop, I'm gonna go ahead and paste this here. So I'm gonna bring all of this in as a smart object and hit OK. So what I want to do now is I want to take a textured brush and go around the edges, because I don't want this to be something that's, you know, I don't want the edge to be hard. I don't want it to look like just a regular picture. I kind of want it to bleed into something different. I kind of want to make that transition into the picture and the shirt. So the way that I would do that, I would take everything and put it into a group by Command G. And then on this group layer, I want to put in a layer mask. I'm just going to look for a texture brush. One is better than this. So now that I have my brush, I'm just going to go ahead and turn up the opacity and just go along the lines and just kind of get that out as much as I can. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do it again, except this time I'm gonna bring the opacity down to like 40 or 50, you know. And I think just one more opacity drop down to maybe 10, and just do it again to give it that very good transition that I'm looking for. And that's looking pretty good. So now there's just one more thing to do. As you remember, I took the color out of this, okay, and I did this on purpose so I can bring some color back into it. And the way that I would do that is to go to hue saturation and then hit colorize. And what I want to do is just slide this over a little bit to make it gold and just bump up the saturation a little bit like so. And that's looking pretty good right there, I believe. I might go ahead and just add in a brightness and contrast just to get that going just a little bit. But before I do that, I want to go ahead and drop my logo in somewhere over here on the bottom, just so you guys know who it came from and where it came from. And okay guys, that is it. So I really like this one, and if you like this one just as much as I did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section below. I'll answer it, and I'm pretty sure the community will answer it as well. And if you're new to my channel or just kind of stumbled upon, like I said earlier, just go ahead and subscribe. I do this all the time. As a matter of fact, I want to invite you to go ahead and check out the rest of my channel. Check out all my videos. There's always some value to be learned. But with that being said, you guys, I want to go ahead and close this out. So stay amazing, stay creative, but above all else, stay awesome.